Welcome to the first module, Blockchain Behind the Scenes. Before we jump into the Web3 infrastructure, let's actually speak about the blockchain itself. How is it built and how it works? And in this module, we will tell you everything you need to know about blocks, the building blocks of the blockchain. Let's start with the most fundamental piece, the block itself. And actually, have you ever wondered what a block is? Well, I would like you to imagine some kind of a container. It can be a box. And in that box, you can store some data. You can store some information. And this is exactly what a block is. It's a container holding information inside. This information can differ between different blockchains. However, there are some elements that are common among all of them. And let's have a look what can we actually find in a block. What we have is a nonce, a hash, the hash of a previous block, a set of transactions, and a timestamp. And now, if some of these words sound a bit cryptic to you, then don't worry, we will go through them one by one right now. Starting with the nonce, this is a number only used once. Theoretically, it's random, but actually it's computed through a complex mathematical algorithm. And you can think of it as a counter in the mining process. Mining, which is the creation process of the new blocks. It's also very crucial for the proof of work consensus mechanism that we will cover in the future videos. What we have next is a hash. It is a string of characters, which is unique to the original data. And how is it created? Well, what is done is that we take everything that's in the block, all the data, and on this basis, we can create that string, which always has a fixed length. And this process is called encryption. So we take the data and we create that string of characters. But what is really important here to notice is that we cannot reverse this process. So hash cannot be decrypted. We cannot just take our hash, look at it, and then go for a process that will allow us to see what was used to build it. Last but not least, hashes also guarantee the originality of the blocks. The other hash that we have in the block is a hash of the previous block, which acts as a link, as a connection between the blocks, and it's also stored as a block header. What we also have is a set of transactions which serve as a transfer of value. And this value can be monetary, it can be also value of information, but it can also include code. Within the block, we will find a record of each transaction that happened in a specific range of time. Talking about time, we also have a timestamp, which is a unique string that can help us to identify the block, and it has a date and a time of mining, so of the block creation. Now that we know what a block holds inside, let's have a look how blocks connect together to form a blockchain.